Flower tortilla.
Boy, that feed keeps cutting in and out to me. Am I cutting in and out to you?
Thursday gets a nut. Low price.
Cowboy?
No, you are not, but it's coming through the queue. That here.
Yeah, weird. Okay, well, 3 minutes on the break.
Yeah, you're coming in, John.
Huh.
We can help you protect in this season's crop plan. That's right. For your
What's up, Coach? Good.
plan. Yours that come your call Farm Credit at 800.
We're starting all
7.
Oh, okay.
Ask
A little
how we can
different
help you.
look there.
That makes sense. This entity is an
When you look at the cap, a lot of cold, take advantage of the hot light. Now it's lovely.
Yep, thank you.
Sweat. Put the merchandise up there. I think for the ladies, that's from casual to fan. Ties, dress shirts, sports jackets. These. The Plum Creek, they rent for the upcoming crop. Plum Creek Limited.
That should be ours.
Down Colby.
Don't just insure your stuff with Strut Insurance and his professional agents represent a wide variety. They can personally shop and policies that offer the best on most anything. Cycle, home, crop, value to you, they can insurance services is operated with Home Foundation and off 75 West 40. Just look for the big yellow insurance services. Exec Director.
final goodbye. Moment be over again out with your loved one, sharing the relationship. Experiences at this state. Well, the death of a loved one is the mortuary is every step of the way. The mortuary.aa mortuary, common mortuary, and out.
Farming. Back to you in 30.
Thank you.
One Farm Insurance. We deliver smart agriculture. Comprehensive coverage. Livestock in the open. Freezing or smothering. No source. Simple city cut. One policy. When you need it most. Like Farm Zero 8. Colby, you're out with it. Back to more of the Eagle on 100 points.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Eagles on radio and Colby basketball on 100.3 The Rhine. As we get sent for Greater Western Athletic Conference play today, the Lady Eagles on the road. Tough part of the schedule here. Colby's finishing with their 3 of their final 4 games on the road. And tonight they take on the Holcomb Longhorns. And again, should be a good ball game. This was a 4 contest the last time these two teams met back on January 16th. So we'll see if the Lady Eagles can turn the tide on that one a little bit and pick up a win this time against Holcomb. But tough place to play here in Holcomb, Kansas. We should have a good crowd. The student section's always crazy here, especially when we get to that men's game. Of course, their men's team right now sitting at 16-1 overall in the season. They are one of the best teams in the state of Kansas and one of the favorites to win the state tournament this year. Always a tough team to watch. So we'll see how that all plays out here as we get set for Greater Western Athletic Conference play and basketball tonight. Again, Colby on the road here this evening. This is senior night in Holcomb, so we'll see all seniors in the starting lineup for Holcomb. And, of course, they'll be celebrated. I'm sure they'll probably do that in halftime or in between ball games tonight. So be prepared for that, a little bit of a delay in one of those. Good night for basketball, and look forward to a really good basketball game with some good matchups here tonight. I'm curious to see, we saw 2 different halves from the Colby Eagles on Tuesday night, and they kind of struggled offensively in the first half to get things going against Gribble, but in the second half, they were on a tear. And again, a lot of it just getting used to each other again after the lineups changed a whole bunch of times due to injury, and now everybody back and trying to get back into sync headed down the stretch. 4 minutes to tip off tonight. We'll take a break, come back when we return, we'll take a look at the starting lineups. You're listening to the Funk Optometry pregame show and the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Quality workmanship are just two of the things when working with Stevens Construction. All your agricultural and residential construction. They are your local master dealer to assist you in your wood frame building. They also specialize in sales and service. Construction has been 40 years. Time today and see them. Hub Drive in.
If you're looking for look no farther than college, CCC selection of career paths, affordable prices, but excited to work with community colleges in success. The admissions department to get the ball rolling on a brighter. Call Colby Community College 5-462-84 85-469-84. Website at colby.edu.
Service along with service and products is what you'll find at State Bank. Hello, this is JL, all new Western Station in Colby. We know that many financial needs for this week. We are here to help ag, commercial, and home loans in any situation. Find out more. Stop in Home on the Range here at South Range across. Or call at 6221 462-21. State Bank, member F.
Cornerstone Ag, before, during, and as a foundation marketing, Cornerstone is there for you. If you're looking for bids, grain, or a plate, consider Cornerstone Ag. During non-harvest, an ag can send truck pick up your grain. Cornerstone, you the farmer, this past harvest. Foundation for your year-round is
Go mobile with Farm at the Better Home and Living 20th through 22nd. This is Deb. Stop by our booth. Bring mobile with us. My easier. All the new technology has never been more. Learn about our new products. Banking, mobile capture, pay, and pop money. You're there. Advise and sign up. See you there. Thanks. Remember S. Bye.
We're with Dr. Sam. Coming to you in 30. He provides.
Thank you.
Family diagnosis, all types of eye disease, cataracts, macular disease, 24/7 emergency eye diagnosis and contact lens fitting find the correct ones for you, of course, including sunglasses. No long options for laser surgery, post-op care, and we can repair and adjust. And time for more fun to downtown Colby at.
of the Eagles on radio, 100.3 The Ride.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Funk Optometry pregame show. The Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride as we are moments away from tip-off tonight. It's time to take a look at the starting lineups. They are brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance with your local agent, David Brown. He's got offices in Colby and in Atwood, Kansas. Stop by and see David Brown with Farm Bureau Insurance today. He brings you the starting lineup tonight for the two teams. As I mentioned, it is senior night tonight here in Holcomb, their final home game, so we're going to see senior starting lineups for the Holcomb Longhorns. So Chesney McVeigh will get the start. She's a 5'5 senior. Courtney Wren, the 5'4 senior, who wears number 1, will be in the starting lineup. Ebony Sapien, the 5'6" senior, will get the start tonight. Taylor Sleep, the 5'11 senior, will start tonight for Holcomb. And Brittany Novak, the 5'10 senior, will round out the starting lineup for the Longhorns. 5 seniors on this team for Holcomb. And you look at it, 3 of them are normal starters anyway, but all of them are players that get a significant number of minutes throughout the season. So that is how the starting lineups look for Holcomb tonight. For the Colby Eagles, it'll be Hallie Vaughn, the 5'7 sophomore. Brittany Foss, the 5'4 sophomore. Aaron Cranwitter will get the start tonight, the 5'4 senior. Cora Schindler, the 5'7 senior, the 6'2 senior in the starting lineup. And then Jill Stevens, the 5'9 sophomore, making the start again tonight for Colby. Again, nice to have her back and healthy. We saw her play against Goodland on Tuesday night. Holcomb will be in their white uniforms with black numbering and orange trim. They have a gray and black stripe down the side. Colby and they're visiting black uniforms with orange numbering, white trim, and there's an orange and white stripe down the side with the white Power Eagle logo on the left pant leg. Good crowd hand here tonight. Colby's traveled well for this one. And, of course, Holcomb with a nice crowd here in that senior section, or that student section will pick up as the night goes on. It gets loud and crazy, and it's right down on the floor here in Holcomb, the way this gym is set up. So this should be a fun ball game to watch tonight. Starting lineup still being introduced to the crowd here tonight. Men's game to follow. We'll see the number one team in the state, some of the polls, and the Holcomb Longhorns in that one. So again, the lineups being introduced here. Again for Holcomb tonight, all seniors. Courtney Wren, Ebony Sapien, Chesney McVeigh in the starting lineup, and then Taylor Sleep and Brittany Novak. In for Colby tonight is Hallie Vaughn, Brittany Foss, Aaron Cranowiter, Cora Schindler, and Jill Stevens. Last time these two teams met, it was a 4-point game, with Holcomb winning it 43-39. We're going to take one more break, back with the opening tip-off coming up after this word from our sponsors. This has been the Fun Optometry pregame show on the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Having a
Give me
retirement.
90 seconds.
Finding that all things that can happen in a person's life. Fortunate to have the and Realty and Auction. We specialize in residential listings. Assist with ag land as well as land. Machinery auction. Experienced agents can pay for a free market. Homeland Field Auction off good old Western. For current listings, RE.com.
When a person brought you, we are ready for bring your all of North offer reliable and services including unused and memorials. Contact person brought at 785-7979 for your law. Or 979 online. Our funeral.
It's too hot. Cold. Unfamiliar? Your thermostat for utility bills or your Lennox dealer. Signature collection. Visit your local dealer. Incorporated. Range. Senior participate. Nothing for details. Lennox dealers. Legal.
Back to more of you. Go on one.
Holcomb Longhorns coming in 9-9. Colby coming in 9-10 tonight. We are ready for Greater Western Athletic Conference basketball play from Holcomb, Kansas, as the Colby Eagles look to avenge an earlier season loss to Holcomb. Cowboy Clayton on the board back at the station. Mike Allen on the camera here tonight. Again, you can catch the streaming video in high definition at nwksradio.com, or you can go to YouTube and search for Colby versus Holcomb girls basketball. Of course, Schindler will be jumping for the Colby Eagles tonight. Novak jumping for the Holcomb Longhorns. Here we go. Ball in the air, and the game is underway. Cranowiter comes up with the basketball as Colby will start the game with the ball. Eagles with it on the right side. Here's Stevens. Stevens has it knocked loose. Vaughn runs it down for the Eagles. Finds Stevens. Stevens gets it left side. In the hands of Foss. Foss underneath to Schindler. Turnaround shot in the paint. Rims out. No good. The rebound pulled down by the Longhorns in the hands of Courtney Wren. Wren's going to kick it off the floor. Kicks it out in the corner. It goes through the legs of Chesney McVeigh and out of bounds. So Colby basketball. Colby basketball here with 7:31 to play in the opening quarter. Cranowiter going to take it up the floor for the Eagles. Picked up by Sleep. By McVeigh, I should say. Gets it across midcourt, right side to Stevens. Stevens, top of the key to Foss. Foss back to Stevens again on the top right side. Stevens gets it over to Foss. Foss looking top of the key, finds Cranowitter. Cranowitter doesn't have it, skips it over in the left corner. Stevens open for three. Good, knocks it down. Jill Stevens with the 3-point bucket. And the Eagles take the early lead here, 3-0. Eagles again into the press. Holcomb breaks it. They take it the length of the floor. Hard foul on Colby. Both Schindler and Foss in the area, and Cranowitter. So we'll see who they're going to charge this one on. The Eagles are going to make sure that lay-in was not going. This is on Foss. That is her first personal foul. That is the first foul called on the Eagles. So Courtney Wren will go to the line here for Holcomb, looking for their first points of the ball game tonight. Free throws up and good. So Wren will have another one here. And Holcomb on the board for the first time tonight. Right-hander puts the second one up and in there. So Wren hits them both, and it's 3-2. Colby up one. Holcomb going to put the press on. Colby will get the inbound pass in. Eagles will take it up the floor. Here's Foss looking to get it across the timeline. Foss gets it up top of the key to Schindler. Schindler back to Foss. No fake it to her. Instead, takes the hand off to Cranowitter. Now Schindler dribbles, kicks it right side. Foss with the basketball again. Off of the screen, drives to the left. Finds Schindler on the pick and roll. Schindler's shot in the paint is in. Schindler with a bucket. 4 points for first 2 points for Corey Schindler in the game, and the Eagles lead it by a score of 5-2 with 6 minutes and 19 seconds to go. Holcomb with the basketball now. Longhorns driving underneath. Ball knocked loose. It's going to go out of bounds off of Colby. Last touch by Brittany Foss. Foss, Stevens, Vaughn, Cranowitter, and Schindler, the 5 on the floor. Inbound pass from Sapien is in, and here's McVeigh open in the corner for 3, and she knocks it down to tie the game. McVeigh knocks it down, her first points of the game, and it ties it up at 5 apiece. We'll be back with it now. Here's Vaughn in the corner to Foss. Foss starts to drive, knocked loose by Sapien, but Vaughn comes back up with it, finds Evans. Stevens gets it over to Cranowitter. Cranowitter looking inside, not there. Goes to Schindler, tries to force it in there, and it's tipped and eventually stolen away by Courtney Wren. Wren up the floor with it, finds Sapien top of the key, wanted the 3, but Cranowitter's there. Colby in the zone. Holcomb on the top left. Now top of the key into the hands of McVeigh. McVeigh doesn't have it. She'll get it over to Wren, and Wren will set up the offense. Dribbles to the right side, now drives to the left side. Cranowitter hanging with her. Kicks it outside to Sapien. Sapien looking inside, gets a screen. Pick and roll going there. Colby defends it. Sapien kicks it out in the corner. Head fake and a drive by Wren. Jumper in the paint does not go. Schindler with the rebound for Colby. Foss will hustle it up the floor for the Eagles. Brittany's going to drive all the way in, pick up her dribble, kick it out to Stevens. Stevens, left side over to Cranowitter. Cranowitter looking inside, doesn't have anything, not a Foss. Foss starts to the right side. We're going to set up the high post from the pick and roll out of that one. Cranowitter will get the basketball. Aaron, top of the key, dribbling. Everybody comes up. Stevens has the basketball. Stevens looking. Picks up her dribble, needs a little help now. Finds Vaughn on the left side. Vaughn off a screen, drives. Picks it up in the paint. Kicks it outside to Cranowitter. Now back to Stevens at midcourt. Colby resetting the offense here in the hands of Cranowitter. Cranowitter to Schindler looking for Cranowitter. They have the pick and roll going, but the pass wasn't there. Foss has it knocked loose, but she'll come up with the ball, and Colby resets again. Holly Vaughn off the screen. Pick and roll there, and the double team comes in, and Vaughn being mugged there, and there's going to be a foul on the play. This is going to be a Courtney Wren, her first personal foul, and that'll be the first foul on the Longhorns. Colby will inbound on the sideline. 5-5, we're tied up with 3:53 to go in the first quarter of play tonight. Eagles with the basketball. Cranowitter gets it in, and here's a drive by Vaughn. Vaughn fouled in the paint. Yeah, there's a reach in by Brittany Novak, her first personal. Second foul on Holcomb. Colby will inbound underneath their own bucket on the left block, or the right block, I should say. Foss to throw it in. Gets it into Stevens, top of the key. Stevens Underneath to Schindler, turnaround shot up and in there. So Schindler with 4 points in the game, and the Lady Eagles reclaim the lead at 7-5, and now we have a whistle and a foul on Colby. Hallie Vaughn going to get called with her first personal foul, and the second team foul on Colby. The Longhorns will inbound near midcourt. Substitution into the game for Holcomb. Checking into the lineup is Maddie Ruda. Holcomb with the basketball now. Time down to 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. And we have a whistle and a stoppage here. It's going to be out of bounds, and it will be still Holcomb ball as it was last touched by Colby. The Sapien will inbound on the baseline. Gets it in this time, top of the key. Wren goes right side. This is into the hands of McVeigh, who hits the three-point bucket. 6 points for McVeigh in the game. And Holcomb has taken their first lead of the night at 8-7. Foss across midcourt, spins it left side to Hallie Vaughn. Vaughn looking for Stevens. Stevens right side to Cranwitter. Now over to Schindler. Schindler's going to hand it off to Vaughn. Vaughn driving on the baseline. Doesn't have anything. Picks up her dribble. Spins. Doesn't have it. Kicks it out into the hands of Schindler. Schindler back to Stevens. Stevens will set up the offense here. Behind the back dribble. Driving to the right side. Stevens gets it outside to Hallie Vaughn. Vaughn doesn't have it. Needs some help here. Tosses it out. Foss runs it down. Foss just going to drive for Colby. Folder in the lane. Up and no good. Rebound tipped and out of bounds. And it is Holcomb ball. Holcomb basketball. For 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Holcomb with a basketball. Holcomb leading the game by 1, 8-7. Got 2 of the 3 orange and black teams in our conference. Saruda feeds it inside. Here's a turnaround for McVeigh. Doesn't have it. Well defended. Kicks it out. Open look for 3 is off the mark by Ruda, and it'll be Colby basketball as that one goes out of bounds untouched. The Eagles will inbound here, and the Holcomb into the floor on the sideline. In front of the Colby bench. Passes in. And Foss going to take it up the floor for the Eagles. Gets across midcourt. Gets it on the right side to Stevens. Stevens spinning a little pick and roll looking for Schindler. Had it tipped and knocked away. Good defense that time by the Longhorns. Novak got a hand on it. Colby will inbound on the baseline now. Foss looking to throw it in. Throws it all the way down the court. Can Cranwitter get to it before it goes out of bounds on the far end? She does. So Cranwitter will now have to get it across the midcourt. Does so. Over to Schindler. Schindler going to hand it off. Nope. Going to fake it to Vaughn. And now Schindler looking. Wanted to get Stevens, who was posted up inside. Not there. Stevens sets a pick. Here's a drive by Cranwitter. She's going to get hit for a travel. So Holcomb will get the basketball back underneath the Colby bucket. 1:35 to play, opening quarter, 8-7. Colby trailing, and Holcomb throws the inbound pass away. So the Eagles now will set it up. They'll get it just shy of midcourt. And actually that was untouched, so Colby's going to be able to inbound on the baseline under their own bucket. Foss will throw it in here for Colby. Looks. Gets it to Schindler. Schindler outside to Cranwitter. Cranwitter will put it on the floor. Aaron. Left side to Foss. Foss with a little crossover. Had it knocked loose for a second. Tried to get it to Stevens and now passed around. Vaughn catches underneath and she's mugged as she goes up for the shot. So Vaughn going to go to the line with a chance to give Colby the lead, and a couple of free throws upcoming here. Foul going to be charged to Darian Mader. And that is her first personal foul. Vaughn misses the first one. She'll have another one here. Vaughn scoreless here in the opening quarter of play tonight. An inadvertent horn here. And the scores table thought there was going to be a substitution. Colby wants to wait until after the shot. Vaughn misses the second one. That's rare. Hallie, normally a very solid shooter, misses both. 8-7 to score. Holcomb with the basketball on the baseline. McVeigh lobs it underneath. Schindler tips and steals it away. Schindler gets it out to Cranowitter. Cranowitter will get it across midcourt. Cranowitter, right side. Here's Vaughn driving. Nice take. Misses the shot in the paint, though, and the rebound tipped around and pulled down by Ruder for the Longhorns. But stolen back on the other end by Cranowitter. She runs out of real estate. Caught by a couple of nice Holcomb fans there in the front row was Cranowitter. A timeout call. No, we got a substitution here. Donson going to check in for Colby. Cranowitter will come out of the game. Still 8-7 in favor of Holcomb. It's been a low-scoring affair for the last couple of minutes of this game for sure. Longhorns with the basketball. We are close to 30 seconds to go, and a shot from underneath. No good. Rebound pulled down by Jill Stevens, who was run into, lost the ball. No foul call. That was a terrible no call that resulted in 2 points from McVeigh and the Holcomb Longhorns. McVeigh with 8 points. Jill had the ball, turned around, and was just knocked to the floor by a Longhorn player. That was a really, really bad no call. Eagles with the basketball. Down to 8 seconds to go. Here's Mackenzie Donson. Driving shot is up and good. So Donson hits. It's 10-9, and the quarter comes to an end. Colby down by a point. We'll take a break. Back with more after a word from our sponsors. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio and Colby Basketball on 100.3 tonight.
All right. This is making everyone and one. For the years. Only much on the street next. We're there to ensure that we'll find the perfect fit and budget.
785-6441. Back at NW Center.
Did you know that your body contains parking parts in the nervous communication speedway? No warning when a chiropractor can help deter parents in this great cases. Chiropractic is the cause of your pain. Chiropractic that's 460. Or visit us on chiro.com. Inviting you to stop by. Better today. That's more of the Eagles. 100.3.
Welcome back 10-9 the score. Colby down by a point. We get set for the start of the second quarter of play. Holcomb will have the basketball in that 1 point lead. Good defensive effort for both teams in the opening quarter. Neither team really finding their rhythm offensively as of yet. Longhorn basketball. Top right side, Sapien feeds it off in the corner. Now gets it back top right. Skip pass all around the top left side into the hands of Darian Mader. Three-pointer on the right side by Sapien does not go. Rebound in the putback is also no good, but a whistle and a foul on Colby. Foul going to be charged to Mackenzie Donson, her first. And that is now the 13th foul on Colby. Both teams with 3 fouls, so really not an issue for either team at this point in the game. First free throw from Novak's off the back of the rim. No good. She'll have another one. Novak. Second free throw for the right-hander. Also no good off the back of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Stevens for Colby. Eagles with the basketball. Stevens, top of the key. Left side to Hallie Vaughn. Vaughn to Dodson. Dodson looking inside. Finds Stevens, and she is hit from behind, and a foul called on the play. And so Ruder going to get hit with the foul. That is her first. And that is the 4th team foul on the Longhorns. Colby sent the inbound. Eagles get it in, top of the key. Stevens off the screen. Jill drives. Finds Schindler. Great pick and roll. Schindler's shot is no good. Rebound tipped. Dodson gets it. Finds Vaughn. Open for 3. No good. Rebound tipped around. Foss finds it. Hands it off to Vaughn. Vaughn on the right side. 1 of the 3. No time this time. Kicks it outside to Foss. Then Colby will set it up. Schindler top of the key. Cora picks it up. Needs help here. Hands it off to Stevens. Stevens on the top right. Gets a screen. Drives. Takes it in. Shot is up in the paint. No good. Dotson with a rebound on the putback. The freshman with 4 points in the game now. 11-10. The Eagles have reclaimed the lead. Third lead change of the game tonight. And one tie as well. Sapien with the basketball for Holcomb. Feeds it off in the corner. It hits Ruda and just bounces out of bounds. So Colby's going to get it. Courtney Wren checks into the ball game for Holcomb. 6:27 to go in the second quarter of the game. Colby leading 11-10. The Eagles get the inbound pass in. Foss going to take it up the floor for Colby. Gets it to Hallie Vaughn at midcourt. She's trapped. Needs help. Finds Schindler. Schindler at the top looking for Vaughn. Posting up underneath. Couldn't get it to her. Dotson tries as well and couldn't. Pass was off the mark. So Holcomb with the basketball now. 6:11 to go. Longhorns lobbing the inbound. Tipped by Foss. Loose. Picked up by Stevens, who hands it to Dotson. Dotson now loses it. Holcomb comes up with a loose ball. The Longhorns end up on the run. And Sapien takes it to the hole and scores. Tremendous job by Ebony Sapien. Taking it up the floor for the Holcomb Longhorns. And they now take the lead at 12-11. Sapien with her first 2 points of the game. Colby turning it over on the other end. Eagle fans wanted a foul call and didn't get it. 12-11 to score. Holcomb leads. 5:31 to go here in the second quarter. Wren gets it to Ruda in the corner. Now back to Wren, guarded by Stevens. Wren kicks it up to Sapien. Sapien off on the top left side into the hands of Mater. Mater off the dribble, gets back into the middle, and the kick out to Sapien. Great ball movement by Holcomb. Results in a 3. Ebony Sapien with the 3-point bucket. And the Longhorns now at a 4-point lead, 15-11. Colby with another turnover here almost. Foss had it knocked loose, but good hustle by Hallie Vaughn on the backside to run down the loose ball for the Colby Eagles. Dodson going to set up the play here for Colby. Left side to Foss. Foss guarded by Sapien. Is Holcomb in a triangle and 2. A loose ball here, and Holcomb going to call a timeout here as they came up with a possession. This is going to be a 30-second timeout by the Longhorns. 15-11. Coach Stevens not happy with his team's play in the trap in midcourt, trying to get them fired back up and make some adjustments here. 15-11 to score. Holcomb changing up the defenses a little bit, and Colby kind of get a little bit off guard. Looks like more of a triangle and 2, where they're keeping 2 defenders, one on Hallie Vaughn, one on Jill Stevens, and zoning up the rest of the Lady Eagles. And it's not something we haven't seen multiple times on the season, especially early on. But I'll say this, it's been a while because we've been out without Stevens for quite a bit. And so defensive teams have not had to run the triangle and 2 against us. We really haven't seen it in a while, but we did see it early and often in the season. Holcomb with the basketball here. Inbound pass is in, and a backcourt violation against the Longhorns. And that's another turnover to Colby. So the Eagles are going to inbound near midcourt here. Trailing by 4, 15-11 to score. The Eagles get the inbound pass in, and here's Foss across midcourt. Foss, left side, finds Dotson. McKenzie watching the cutter go through. Doesn't have the pass to Vaughn. Goes to Stevens now. Stevens to Vaughn. Now over to Schindler on the top right. Schindler outside to Stevens. Stevens will swing it left side. Foss looking for Schindler. Can't get it to her. Vaughn has it top of the key. Hallie underneath to Stevens, and she is mugged in paint. Ball knocked loose. Foss picks it up. Her shot up. No good. Rebound battle for it. Ebony Sapien comes up with it for the Holcomb Longhorns. Under 4 minutes to play now. Holcomb with the basketball. We're in the second quarter tonight. Sapien, pass top of the key, knocked loose by Dotson. It's a race for this one. It's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to say last touch by Colby. Yeah, it was off the foot of McKenzie Dotson. A great hustle by Dotson. She's going to come out of the lineup, and Aaron Cranowither will check into the game for Colby. Cranowither, Stevens, Vaughn, Schindler, and Foss, the 5 on the floor for Colby. Holcomb get the inbound pass in, and here's Chesney McVeigh. Colby keeping some pressure on here, and Holcomb nearly had one stolen away, but they're able to get it to Courtney Wren. Wren on the run in the corner. Passes it off to Mater, who lost it for a second. Comes up with a loose ball. Shot in the paint, doesn't go. Schindler battling for the rebound. It's tied up. Jump ball called. Jump ball called, and we're going to have Colby getting it on the alternating possession here. Eagles are going to inbound underneath the Holcomb goal. Foss will throw it in for Colby. We'll get it to Stevens. Holcomb's picking up at mid-court and setting their trapping defense for there. And this time they kind of fall back, actually. Eagles with it. Stevens dribbles, looks in for Schindler. Ball tipped. Vaughn comes up with it. She'll drive for Colby. Shot in the paint is up and no good. Rebound by Schindler. Putback is no good. And Holcomb will away with the board this time. Opportunities on that possession for Colby, but they didn't get anything out of it. Holcomb with it now. Top right side. Here's a drive. Nothing there. They'll kick it outside McVeigh. Now in the corner, Wren for 3 on the left side. Doesn't go. Long rebound pulled down by Holcomb. Longhorns. Top of the key to Courtney Wren. Lauren Jones with the basketball. Guarded by Stevens in the zone. Back out near midcourt. 15-11 to play. Here's the score. Holcomb leading by 4 with 2:32 to play in the quarter. Pass to Payne. Schindler knocks it loose. Cranowither gets the steal. Up the floor to Vaughn. Vaughn fires a 3. Knocks it down. Hallie Vaughn with a 3-point bucket. And it's 15-14. The Eagles have closed the gap to 1 again. 2:14 to play in the second quarter. Holcomb getting it up the floor. Mater drives. Gets the bucket up and in there. Darian Mater with her first 2 points of the game. And Holcomb back up by 3 now, 17-14. Colby turning it over on the other end as Wren comes up with the steal off the bad pass from the Eagles. Longhorns firing up a 3-pointer on the other end by McVeigh, no good. Cranowither comes up with the basketball for Colby. Eagles on the run here. Hallie Vaughn takes it on the right side, spins in the paint. A lot of contact, no foul called. Vaughn gets the rebound, tries to go back up again, knocked to the floor, and we're going to have a whistle, and Vaughn is injured. Got poked in the eye here. That does not look good. And, of course, a very big part of this Colby team. She's okay. Wants to stay in the game, and it just got poked in the eye, and that'll... Yeah, all right. Probably might get a shiner out of it, though. But again, no foul called. Apparently there was no contact. It has been a brutally physical game early on here today. And now they've got the official talking to some of the players here on the floor. I like that you let play, but you got to get it under control. Eagles get the seal on the inbound pass, though. Here's Vaughn for 3. No good. And the rebound pulled down by Foss. Jump ball called. And it goes to Holcomb on the alternating possession. Teams making some substitutions here. Holcomb putting Ruda into the ball game and Wren coming out. Still 17-14 with 1 minute and 21 seconds to go in the quarter. Holcomb's inbound passes in this time as they get it into Ebony Sapien. Sapien across midcourt. Right side to McVeigh. Kennedy Stanley in the ball game guarding her. Now top of the key. Sapien to McVeigh again on the right side. Clock down to about 1 minute 5 to go here in the quarter. Sapien. Jones to Sapien. Left side. Vaughn out on her. Pass goes into the corner now. Now into the paint. Jones drives and misses. Rebound pulled down by Kennedy Stanley, and finally a foul. Finally a foul. I tell you, I'm all for letting the kids play, but my goodness. Brittany Novak gets hit with the foul, her second personal foul, fifth foul on Holcomb. And Colby will have the basketball. About 45 seconds to go, 17-14. Colby with the basketball. Eagles across midcourt. Vaughn gets it to Kennedy Stanley. Stanley, right side. Cranwitter underneath now. Here's Vaughn going for the shot. No good. Foul call. And Vaughn going to go to the line for Colby. Couple of free throws coming for Vaughn. Foul charged on Courtney Rand, her second personal foul. Sixth team foul on Holcomb. And this puts Hallie Vaughn at the line to shoot for Colby. She missed her first two attempts on the night, but rattles this one up and in there. 4 points for Vaughn in the game. The good news is she can see the bucket. Took a shot in the eye earlier. Vaughn will get set for her second attempt here. This is no good. Rebound pulled down by Holcomb. She fell to the floor. That should have been a travel. And then they feed one quickly down the floor. And the shot. Oh, my goodness gracious. Okay, they're going to call it the travel on Holcomb. Some substitutions coming in here. It's 17-15. Colby is down by 2. 24 seconds to go. Eagles across midcourt. Foss to Schindler. Schindler to Dodson. 12 seconds to go. Dodson gets it over to Stevens. 8 seconds to go. 7. Stevens starts to drive. Spins into the paint. Takes it up. Has it knocked loose. Rebound Dodson. Now Stevens. And time runs out. Time runs out. We are at the half. And Colby trailing 17-15. We'll take a break, come back and get things started with our halftime show. After this word from our sponsors, you're listening to the Eagles on Radio and Colby basketball on 100.3 The Ryan.
Let me ask you something. Still using that old graduated college? You've had since you're concave, causing you into one another? Yes, or even had time to go to furnishings in Colby. Best at home to Kansas, but they have to always come. A Lazy Boy Cup, one in the region. Great selection of shop and Mohawk. You're home today. Home furnishings in Colby. Office supplies as well. In Colby. Eat place to it. Whether it's plastic, macaroni, meat lovers, green, or something like dairy pepper bombs, bacon, or nearly a straight wing. Kansas has your stop by for Bay, dine-in, call 462-06. Pizza Hut and that's the flavor.
The Colby Free Press of Thomas County news, commentary on the news and events that impact of Thomas County. The press is informative and the Colby Free Press newspaper that has a reputation for journalistic excellence. The knowledge from the local Colby, Rexford, surrounding communities.
You have a name. Travel to that big city store. Ask to know your.
Well, give me a minute.
Northwest Kansas.
Northwest, where? Or something. I'm only part-time.
It's a sports shop in Cole. Looks like a promising year. Shop offers the same at the Mega Super, but they're small enough to cool mascot to answer questions. Colby, it's time to consider how a better village might save held in spring. Efficient horsepower, few hundred acres, fuel expenses, age, we changes, yield fixers. We challenge you to assumptions to create reality the most of your seasons and welcome to High Case Age Ag Center.
Help your body to heal. Professional.
Back to you in 30.
Thank you.
whether it's getting you back to an accident or just helping you reach your peak performance in your active lifestyle. Set up an appointment by calling our office at 75462-8008. 6280. Tina Harris Physical Therapy Center at 27. Live your life, limitations, and pain. Now back on radio, 3 The Ride.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio and Colby Basketball at 100.3 The Ride. We are at the half tonight. Time for our Cornerstone Ag halftime show brought to you by Cornerstone Ag. There with all of your grain stories, marketing, and handling needs. See Eric Sperber and the crew today at Cornerstone Ag. They bring you our halftime show tonight in a first half that featured a lot of things that wasn't but one offense. A lot of turnovers in the first half of this ball game. Some tough play defense by both teams, and neither team able to really get anything going offensively in this game. Colby was outscored in the first quarter 9-10, and then outscored in the second quarter 6-7 tonight, and trail at the half by 2, 15-17. They've had many opportunities in the game, just struggling a little bit, getting some things going with the offenses. Let's take a look at the scoring in the contest for the two teams. For Holcomb, they were led by Chesney McVeigh, 8 points in the game tonight. Ebony Sapien had 5 for the Holcomb Longhorns. 2 points for Darian Mader. And that's it. Now 1 point from Courtney Wren. 1 point from Courtney Wren. And she was 1 of 2 from the Charity Stripe. For the Lady Eagles, they were led in the first half by Hallie Vaughn and Cora Schindler and Mackenzie Dobson, each of whom had 4 points. Jill Stevens with 3 in the first half of the ball game. And that's how Colby got their scoring in the contest tonight. 17-15 is the score at the end of the first half of play tonight. Reminder, our men's game comes up immediately following this tonight. Colby taking on Holcomb, again one of the best teams in the state, and that will be a fun and hard-fought contest coming up in just a little bit, so make sure you stick around for the men's contest tonight. A reminder as well, the game's video streaming of these games are available online. Go to YouTube and search for Colby versus Holcomb girls basketball for this game, and you can find it there in high definition live on YouTube. Or you can go to nwksradio.com and get the audio or video stream of the game there. Second half of basketball coming up after word from our sponsors. This has been the Cornerstone Ag halftime show on the Eagles on Radio and Colby Basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
Oh, there's some more things. Fuel and feed needs. Check out their website at highcross.com. Today, market. You is High Plains Co-op.
Service Mastering wants you to know that your air filter finds pollen, bacteria. You walk across your carpet, stuff in the air, and you would eating all that in. Complicate that. For more than 50 years, Clean has been serving commercial customers and the pros that service whatever it takes. Your family to live in a clean home. You're at 785-3423.
Hey, add 1 more minute to this.
Yeah, I'll take this phone. I'll have a water, please.
You can get any size. All right.
Coke is just $1? And the large?
Yes. Okay.
You just blew our different eyes. Sorry, you gotta... It's nice getting any size. So come into McDonald's. Delicious any size, Coke. A la carte only price.
For one-stop shopping, forget about Colby's. Colby has a great selection of items in the store. Meet not in the grocery department. Of course, all the latest movies for Blu-ray, as well as your 4 Wii game. He also has clothes. Of course, the pharmacy there. Walmart of Colby. Of the community. High school student at. One-stop shopping. It's Walmart.
This time of the year, on your finances, for any type of talk to their local grown People's State Bank. Yeah, so they know this themselves on getting you the task responsible. Since most of them have come off the farm. You know, the local ag to take this time and thank and to the People's State Bank. Colby, Oakley, Holcomb, and McDonald. Bank member.
It's Ram Truck, and we're extending the truck to you. We're in the market for a new Ram. Save up to 10 the MSRP to Dodge. Are you a farmer? Employed? An additional $1,000 with our office. Visit us for 53 Kansas or online now.
Across America, 650 members who wear the blue cap work to build healthy local, and we believe in the future with a safe or not.
Adam St. All our local their leaders during National February 17th. You are the future of the lifeblood of our youth from Adam St. for FDS.
There's only one product of fun.
Back to N30.
Thank you.
We price the easy one. It's liquor one. It's on deck. Every Thursday, low price. Yeah, it's fun. Colby. Now back to more of the Eagles on 100.3.
17-15 to score. Holcomb on top of Colby by 2 at the end of the first half of play tonight. You're listening to the Cornerstone Ag halftime show. And the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride. Season winding down here for Colby. We'll have, of course, tonight's contest, and then Colby will be back at it coming up here in a week. They'll be, or on Tuesday, I should say, they'll be on the road taking on the Hoxie Indians. It's always kind of a fun one to get back with some of those old Northwest Kansas League schools when you can work them into the schedules now, and we've been able to do that with Oakley and Hoxie and Oakley there in football, although that will change next year with the new district plays. We won't have any openings or holes in the schedule that'll match up that'll allow us to play Oakley anymore, so it's kind of stinks we get to lose that game, but it was fun when we get to play some of the old Northwest Kansas League schools. So we'll be in Hoxie on Tuesday night, and that will be a contest. Their girls still a pretty solid team. Their boys are really good in Hoxie this year, so that should be a fun matchup on Tuesday. And what a fun place to play, too. Small gym over there at Hoxie, and it will be absolutely packed. So look forward to that on Tuesday night. And then, of course, Friday night, a week from tonight, we'll have the final home game of the regular season on Friday night, as the Eagles will be at home and hosting the Ulysses Tigers. And then, of course, that all leads to Sub-State, which is just a couple of weeks away. It's been a quick season, it seems like, this year. Team's getting ready to head out on the floor to start the third quarter of the ball game tonight, and Colby really needs to get something going with their offense. We did this against Goodland on Tuesday. We didn't play well offensively in the first half, and then in the second half, went nuts. So we'll see what kind of adjustments the coaches made at halftime. It looks like Colby will have the basketball to start the second half. On the floor, it's Cranwitter, Stevens, Schindler, Vaughn, and Foss. So the starting five back out there. Holcomb with the same starting five as well that we saw early in the game. McVeigh, Wren, Sapien, Taylor, and Novak. Ready to go. Eagles get the inbound pass in. Vaughn hands it off to Foss. Foss will take it across midcourt. Spins. Gets it over to Stevens. Stevens over to Cranwitter underneath to Hallie Vaughn, and she is fouled. And Vaughn going to go to the free throw line here to start the second half. Foul charge to Courtney Wren. That is her third personal foul. First foul of the half on Holcomb. Vaughn, free throw up and in. 5 points for Vaughn in the game. She'll get set for her second attempt here. Good. Vaughn hits them both and ties the game at 17. Second tie tonight. We've had 4 lead changes. Mackenzie Dodson going to check in for Colby, the freshman in the lineup. Cranwell comes out of the game. Holcomb gets the inbound pass in. McVeigh will take the ball up the floor for the Longhorns and get things rolling here. Colby staying in the zone here. Holcomb with a basketball. We're going to have a foul on Foss of the Eagles. Reach in on Brittany. That'll be her second. First foul and a half on Colby. And Crenoway, they're going to check into the game for Colby. Dodson comes out. Did a little bit of offensive, defensive substitutions with the 2 players. Inbound pass is in to McVeigh. Holcomb sets it up right side. Mater with the basketball, guarded by Stevens. Back to McVeigh. Now Mater on the top right, looking inside. Not there. Goes in the corner. And really an ill-advised pass that goes out of bounds. And last touch by Colby. Foss got a hand on it, but there's no chance of that pass getting there, as Foss was there the entire time. Inbound pass is in. Sapien, guarded by Stevens. Tries to feed it inside. Tipped by Cranowinter and stolen by Foss. Eagles on the run, trying to reclaim the lead here in the second half. They have it tied at 17. Scored on free throws on their first possession of the half. Here's Cranowinter, open 3. No good. Rebound pulled down by the Longhorns. Sapien with the basketball will take it up the floor with 6:46 to go. Eagles with it now. Sapien, 3-pointer top right. No good. Rebound pulled down by Schindler, and she's fouled. So Schindler will get set to shoot. Foul on the play, charge to Maddie Ruda. That is her second foul of the half on Holcomb. So Foss will get set to inbound for the Eagles. Gets it into Stevens. Stevens going to take it up. It's picked up by Sapien. Double team comes, gets it over to Schindler. Schindler. Top of the key. Gets it over to Hallie Vaughn. Vaughn off the screen, pulls up for 3 in the top. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Holcomb as it was ripped down by Mater. The score remains tied at 17. Longhorns with it. 3-pointer top right side is in there by Sapien. Ebony Sapien with the bucket. 8 points for Sapien in the game, and Holcomb back on top by 3, 20-17. Eagles with it underneath. Cora Schindler will take to the hoop and gets the bucket. Schindler with 6 points in the game and a great assist there on the play by Hallie Vaughn. 20-19 the score, a 1-point game, but Ruda going to take a 3 for Holcomb and knock it down. Maddie Ruda with the 3-point bucket. Her first points of the game. 23-19, or 22-19, I should say. Holcomb on top. That might have been just a 2 that time. Eagles with the basketball. Drive by Stevens, and a foul going to be called on the Longhorns. And the foul. Charge to Maddie Ruda. And we got a whistle and a substitution. I'm surprised they let her in because they'd already handed the ball to Colby. So Ruda with 3 fouls. 3 team fouls already in the half on Holcomb. Foss trying to get it in for Colby, does so. To Stevens, pull up from the right elbow, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Longhorns. So Holcomb with it across midcourt, and they will set up the offense. Ruda kicks it over on the top right side. Colby again in that 2-3 zone defense that they play pretty much the entire time. Holcomb on the left side, they get Sapien open in the corner. 3-point bucket is good, and Holcomb shooting well on the outside here to start the second half. Sapien with 11 points, and Holcomb with one of the biggest leads of the game right now at 6 points, 25-19. Colby trying to answer on the other end, shot no good. Vaughn going for the rebound and the putback, and a foul's been called on the play. 6-point game. Colby down 25-19. Hallie Vaughn to the line to shoot. Hallie, 6 points in the game. She's 3 of 6. Misses the first one here. She'll get set for her second attempt. 6 points in the game for Vaughn tonight. Looking to make it 7. Second one is up and no good. Sapien gets the rebound for the Longhorns. Vaughn missed both of them. Rebound goes to Holcomb. They'll swing it over on the left side. Now in the corner. The thing almost went out of bounds, but the Longhorns were able to pull it in. Clock running here with about 4:15 to go. Eagles in this zone, and we're going to have a whistle and a timeout called by Holcomb. A full timeout. We'll take it with them. 25-19 to score. Colby down. 4:08 to go here in the third quarter. Back with more in just a minute.
Hi, I'm Credit of Western. Local multi-carol. Help this season's crop plan that's right for your plan that can help you come your way this season. Call Farm Credit at 800-7048. How we can help you with plans that make sense. This entity is an equal.
When you look at the pot of cold, take advantage of the hot now at some markdowns on coats, sweaters, and racks. Nice on sale. Driving for the lady. Selection from and nice dress, sports jackets. Remember, Plum for the Plum Creek Limited. Downtown Boulder.
Now back to more video on one side.
Welcome back. It is Holcomb basketball. They lead by 6, 25-19 here in the third quarter as the Longhorns have been hitting on the outside. Colby will get the basketball though as Holcomb gets hit with a traveling. Eagles will inbound here on the baseline. Foss to Stevens, back to Foss, and she'll take it up the floor. Rupp going to be picking her up right at midcourt. Foss looks, finds Schindler, had Vaughn cutting on the backside. It wasn't there though. Hands it off to Dodson, top of the key. McKenzie for 3, short. Rebound Stevens, put back is up and in there. Stevens with a 2-point bucket for Colby. Jill with 5 points. And it's 25-21. Colby down 4. 3-pointer on the other end for Holcomb's McVeigh is no good. Sapien with a rebound. Putback doesn't go. And Schindler gets the board for Colby. And we're going to have a whistle and a foul called on the Longhorns here. And this one charged to Chesney McVeigh, her first. 15th foul already on Holcomb here in the half. Cranowitter checks into the game for Colby. Dodson comes out. They've had a good rotation going tonight, the two of them. The Eagles will get it across midcourt. Foss. Left side to Hallie Vaughn. Vaughn to Stevens, top of the key. Now to Schindler. Schindler at the right elbow on the high post. Kicks it back outside. There's Foss trying to get it to Schindler, cutting through. A bad pass tipped and stolen away. Longhorns have it. Rupp swings it left side. They got an open jumper and the baseline for 3 that does not go for Mater. Rebound battle for it. Colby's going to get it. Stevens. Baseball pass up the floor. Finds Hallie Vaughn for 3. Short. Gets her own rebound. Putback is up. No good. A foul called. Foul called, and it's on Holcomb. And this one charged to Novak. That's her third. 6th team foul on Holcomb. And Hallie Vaughn, who missed her last 2 free throw attempts, she's 3 of 5 in the game tonight. 3 out of 8, I should say. Puts the first one up here and good. Vaughn with 7 points on tonight. We'll try to make it 8 here, and then gets it back to a 3-point ball game. 25-22. Vaughn will get set for her second attempt here. It is good. So a 2-point game as Vaughn hits both of them this time. Dodson checks it back into the ball game for Colby. Holcomb will get set to inbound. Leading by 2 with 2:34 to go. Passes in, and Sapien will take it up the court. Across the timeline, kicks it left side to Rupp. Rupp back to Sapien, top of the key. Dodson on her. Ball goes right side now. Now in the corner. Rupp with it, wanting to get it to Rupp in the middle. Not there. Back outside. Mater. Left side, Sapien. Now Rupp. Now Mater. Sapien, top of the key. Skips it over in the left corner to Jones. Jones will drive. Double team. And Schindler had it for a second. Ball loose. Tied up on the floor. Jump ball is the call. Holcomb will keep it on the alternating possession here. Longhorns will inbound underneath. They'll lob it in to Rupp. Rupp, right side to Sapien, guarded by Stevens. Now goes the left side. Mater, Sapien. Left side, Mater again. Holcomb being pretty patient with it here. Sleep kicks it over the right side. Back to Sapien. A long three. No good. Not really a good shot to take. And the rebound pulled down by Colby. And the Eagles will set it up here. Colby has it on the right side. Hallie Vaughn driving. Spins into the paint. Goes for the shot. It is up and no good. Rebound tipped around and pulled down by the Longhorns. Like the aggressive take there by Vaughn, but just couldn't get a good look at it. Sapien will fire a contested three on the other end, no good. Rebound pulled down by Hallie Vaughn for Colby. Vaughn will push it up the floor for the Eagles. Spins on the right side, fires up a three, no good. And rebound on the backside pulled down by the Longhorns. About 50 seconds to go now in this ball game. Third quarter of the game. Colby down 2. Longhorns are Holcomb with the ball, 42 seconds to go. Sapien, left side to Rupp. Guarded by Vaughn. Back to Sapien. And they might be willing to play for the last shot here. Mater with the basketball. To Sapien. Dodson on her, but not close enough to get a count. Now goes to Rupp on the left side. Sapien with it. Out there midcourt. Ball goes right side to Mater. 18 seconds to go. Feeds it into Rupp. Rupp finds Jones in the corner for three, and it's good. Big shot for Jones, and Colby will have to take it up the floor here. Eagles have it in the paint. Schindler, shot is up, no good. Dodson with the rebound and the putback that rims out. There was a ton of contact. The Colby fans are upset. There's no foul. And we will go to the fourth quarter with Holcomb up by 5. 28-23. We'll take a break. Fourth quarter coming up after this word from our sponsors on 100.3 to 9.
Structures. And a wipe. Taking personally. And the best price on both motorcycle, home. Value to you that insurance service and operated with home. Experienced and offered. 1675 West. And Brewster just signed up. Strut Insurance. They're adding the next thing.
The final goodbye. Ballman Mortuary and Atwood will help. Sharing the relationship. A life well lived. Death of a loved one is Ballman Mortuary. Every step. The Ballman Mortuary. BAAMN.com. Mortuary of Colby.
More of the Eagles. 100.3.
28-23 the score. Colby with a 5-point deficit to try to overcome here in the fourth quarter of the game tonight, and they didn't start the fourth quarter very well as Vaughn lost a handle on one and turned it over. On the other end, the shot was no good by the Longhorns, though, and a good rebound by the Eagles in the hands of Cora Schindler. Now Schindler loses a handle, and stolen back away by Holcomb. So really just not a good start at all to this second half. Shot by Holcomb on the other end, no good. Rebound pulled down by Schindler, who was mugged. Again, this has been a very physical basketball game. Eagles with it. Gone to Dodson. Dodson goes over to Hallie Vaughn. Vaughn outside to Stevens. Jill behind the back dribble, spins, picks it up, looks, finds Foss. Foss drives. Back to Stevens. Wanted the long three, decides against it. Dodson has it top of the key. Now Foss. Now Stevens. Stevens will spin into the paint. Shot is up and good. And a foul has been called. That bucket may count. Nah, they're going to call a travel. I thought so. Boy, that'd be a big break for us if they counted that. The travel came first. All right, Cranwitter into the ball game. Kennedy Stanley also going to come in. As Coach Stevens going to give Dodson and Stevens a break. About 6:47 to go in the contest. Holcomb with the basketball. Longhorns driving on the right side. Sapien got away with a huge carry. And now we're going to have Cranwitter on a reach-in. Cranwitter with her first personal, second foul of the half on Colby. Holcomb. Brittany Novak into the game. Holcomb looking again here. Longhorns get it in on the right side. Ball into the hands of Wren, who's checked back in. Knocked away by Cranwitter. Cranwitter, right side. Foss open for three. Not going to go. Rebound knocked loose. Players diving for the basketball. It is tied up. Jump ball called. And this is going to go to Holcomb on the alternating possession. Longhorns will put McVeigh back into the ball game. And now we'll get set to get it in here. McVeigh does on the left side. Into the hands of Mater. Mater across midcourt. Still 28-23. Holcomb up by 5. They had a couple of big threes in that third quarter that helped them get this 5-point lead. It's been a close game all night. 4-point contest the last time these two teams met, with Holcomb winning 43-39. Not going to be his highest scoring affair tonight. Holcomb with a nice drive on the right side, and Mater hits one off the glass. Mater with 4 points in the game. 30-23. Colby down 7. Eagles need to get something going here. Foss has her pass tipped and stolen away by Sapien. Sapien has it knocked loose on the other end and out of bounds. It'll be last touched by Colby. Stevens going to check back in for Colby. Kennedy Stanley will get a break. Courtney Wren will check into the game. Mater comes out for the Longhorns. 5:35 left to go in this game. 30-23 to score. Holcomb with the lead and the ball. Inbound pass is in. They had a chance for a three on Wren. Decides against it. Hands it to Sapien. Now Wren on the right side. Loses a handle on it. Able to come back with the loose ball. Trapped in the corner now. Passes out. Finally gets some help. Sapien coming over to get the basketball. Now McVeigh top of the key. Right side to Wren. Wren guarded by Stevens. Top of the key now McVeigh. Cranwitter there defensively for Colby in the zone. Again, Longhorns swinging it around. Here's a three-pointer up. Nope, two. So two in the corner there by the Longhorn. A timeout has been called by Holcomb. A 30-second timeout. And Holcomb with the timeout there. We're down to 5:03 to play. Fourth quarter tonight. 32-23, a 9-point ball game, and Colby's going to have to get something going offensively here. And then Holcomb again taking advantage. They've been nailing their 3-point buckets here in this third and fourth quarter tonight. Colby's committed just 5 fouls in the game. 2 here in the second half. 6 by Holcomb in the second half. So the Eagles need to take advantage of that. Let's get it done at the free throw line if we're not getting shots to go on the outside. But the Longhorns, you got to give them credit. They've done a great job defensively of not giving Colby the open looks on the outside. The Eagles will take the ball up the floor. Foss gets it over on the right side to Stevens. Stevens driving to the left side. In the paint. Glass shot is good and a foul. Great shot by Jill Stevens, just taking it to the hole and getting it done there. Does put Colby in the bonus as well.
At the line for the Eagles, from 25, Jill Stevens.
Stevens cannot hit the shot. Rebound pulled down by the Longhorns. Ran with the basketball. 32-25 the score. Colby down 7. Three-pointer by Holcomb's McVeigh does not go. Rebound battle for and out of bounds, and it is Colby, but no. Holcomb basketball. Mackenzie Dodson going to check into the ball game for Colby. Holcomb going to inbound under their own goal. Ebony Sapien going to throw it in. Sapien looking. Gets into Novak underneath, who misses the shot. And a foul on the rebound against Colby. Cora Schindler going to pick up her first personal foul. And this will put Maddie Ruda at the line. Ruda with 3 points in the game. Hit a three-pointer in the first half. Free throw here is no good. A little short. Second free throw will be upcoming. Second free throw attempt up is no good. Missed them both. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Holcomb. So Colby going to have the basketball at midcourt here. Off the miss and a chance to get this back to a two-possession game. Bader checks back into the game for Holcomb. Wren comes out. 32-25 the score. Colby trails, but they have the basketball. Hallie Vaughn across midcourt with 4:29 to play. Longhorns doing a good job defensively underneath. Colby tried to get it into Vaughn, and that pass was tipped and stolen away. And give credit to Brittany Novak. Holcomb with it on the other end, and we should have a jump ball here. There we go. Takes about 10 seconds to get it. Colby's going to get it on the alternating possession. Long time before we got that call. Good job by Hallie Vaughn tying that one up. So a couple of turnovers. Again, we didn't take advantage of the last one. Let's see if we can get one here. Get those when we can. Colby basketball. Stevens drives to the right. Now kicks it outside. Here's Foss. Foss into the hands of Dodson. Dodson over to Stevens. Stevens driving. Spins. And she's going to get hit for traveling. She turned at a player there and she couldn't get her foot down and kind of hopped before she threw the ball away. Now we'll check in for Colby. Dodson comes out. 3:48 to go in the fourth quarter. 32-25. Colby down. Holcomb with the basketball here. Colby going to pressure the ball up the floor. Wren has it for the Longhorns. Sapien across midcourt, sets up the offense left side. Ball into the hands of Mater. Head fake. Guarded by Cranaway. Colby into the man defense now. Drive by the Longhorns. Mater feeds it into the paint. Knocked loose. Sapien saves it from going out of bounds to Mater. Now back to Sapien out near midcourt. Guarded by Foss. Foss on Sapien. Ball goes underneath and Wren got loose. Nobody on her. She gets an easy two. Courtney Wren. Colby switching defenses there that time. Switching on the man-to-man. And the two players somewhere else. They left Wren wide open underneath. 34-25. She'll be down 9, and we're going to get a jump ball here. Cranaway had a pass that was a little errant, and Holcomb tried to feed it in there, and again, it was knocked loose, but good job by Cranaway at least tying it up and forcing Holcomb to inbound the basketball. Longhorns with it. Wren on the top of the key. Vaughn on her. Wren goes to the left side. Drives to the baseline, kicks it back outside to Mater. Mater with Colby in a man-to-man, drives to the right. Cranowitter on her, and we're going to have a reach-in foul call. Cranowitter going to pick up her second personal, fourth team foul. Not really bad right now. We have a lot of fouls to give, and we're starting to get to the point of the game where we're going to want to foul and get some free throws later. Colby wants a timeout here, full timeout. We'll take it with him. Back with more of the Eagles on radio and Colby basketball after this word from our sponsors, 100.3 The Ride.
Farming and ranching. It's your life. Better Eat Farm. That's the #1 farm for insurance. We offer comprehensive. Your livestock in freezing or smothering. And a customized policy. You need it most. Farm Airways.
Workmanship is two of the things.
They are.
Stevens Construction. Cultural.
I understand letting them play a little bit, but you're going to get kids hurt.
Frame buildings. For sale.
More of the Eagles up. 100.3 The Ride.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Eagles on radio and Colby basketball on 100.3 The Ride. They are talking about a substitution here. On a substitution. They had a player check in before the timeout and then placing the same player afterward. You can't do that. Coach Stevens is saying she can't be in the game. Sapien and the two officials are discussing it. I don't think they know the rule. They're trying to figure it out. And now they're talking to the Holcomb coach. With Coach Novak. So yeah, they're going to have to put. Good catch by Coach Stevens. All right, now we're ready to go. So Holcomb with the basketball, minus Ebony Sapien, and steal by Colby. Cranowitter comes up with it there, and then as she catches it, she's fallen into by one of the Holcomb players. Got a foul called, and again, Colby in the bonus, so Cranowitter going to shoot. Maddie Ruda with the foul. That's 4 on Ruda. 8th team foul on Holcomb. Cranowitter shoots. Dribbles twice, shoots, and no good. No good on the one-on-one here. And Holcomb away with the rebound. Sapien with it for Holcomb. Kicks it outside. Colby playing a tough man-to-man right now. Vaughn out on Wren with 2:22 to go. Wren calling for some help. Handed out to Mater, and a foul called on Colby. This will be on Foss. 3rd on Foss. Again, Colby with fouls to give right now, and that's why we're seeing that. So Holcomb's going to inbound. Longhorns get it in. There's one knocked loose, and Vaughn gets the steal. And Vaughn will take it up on the other end and lay it in there for the Eagles. And a quick timeout taken. 30-second timeout taken by Coach Stevens to discuss things with his kids. So Hallie Vaughn now into double digits with 11 points on the night. And it's a 7-point game, 34-27. Lady Eagles have some momentum here, but again, they got themselves a pretty good hole that they are trying to get themselves out of. Teams huddled up around their coaches here with this 30-second timeout. And they will head back out onto the floor. Vaughn, Stevens, Schindler, Cranwitter, and Foss, the 5 on the floor for the Eagles. Colby going to play some full court man here. Try to deny on the inbound pass. Holcomb gets it in this time. Colby immediately there. Cranwitter going to pick up. Oh, it's a travel. She took steps. So Colby going to get it. And now we have something here at the scorer's table that's, I don't think the clock started there. We'll see what they put on the clock. They're going to keep it at 2:07. Colby will get the inbound in. They get it into Stevens underneath the Colby goal. Jill Stevens going to set it up here. Drives to the right side. Spins in the paint. Shot is up. Off the glass. No good. Battle for the rebound. Cranwitter gets it. Kicks it out. Foss. Open three. Good. Knocks it down. Brittany Foss with the bucket. And a quick timeout again by Colby. The Eagles take a 30-second timeout. Colby, I think both teams down to 2 timeouts remaining. Yep. And a big one for the Eagles there. The 3-point bucket by Foss has made this a 4-point game with 1 minute and 51 seconds. 1 minute and 51 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Wow, it's turned into a contest here. The shots are going in. The defense for Colby has been much better here as of late. They switched to man-to-man, Colby did, and they've done a much better job with it, not leaving Holcomb with some open players and creating some turnovers, especially on the inbounds. Longhorns are struggling with that. Ebony Sapien will throw it in this time. A little different inbounding play for Holcomb. They get it in the corner. Ball is in the hands of Mater. Mater kicks it over to Sapien. Sapien immediately picked up by Vaughn. Now Ruder with the basketball back outside to Mater. Minute 37 to go. 4-point ball game. Mater guarded by Cranwitter. Drives in. Double team comes, and we're going to call Foss on a reach in there. It looked like she was clean, got a hold of that ball, but the official says no. And that's 4 on Brittany Foss. 6th team foul on Colby. Stops the clock at about 1:30 to go now. Holcomb. Inbound passes in. Sapien has it. Guarded by Cranwitter. Cranwitter rocked it loose in there for a second. And a drive by Holcomb, and a shot no good with a foul called on Colby. Couple of free throws upcoming. Foul charge to Corey Schindler. Her second. That's the 7th team foul, so both teams in the bonus now. Sapien, the shooter, hits the first one. 12 points for Sapien in the game. Holcomb's back up by 5. Set for the second attempt here. Good. So Sapien hits about both. 36-30 to score. Colby gets the inbound pass in. Stevens to Foss. Foss across midcourt. Has it knocked away and out of bounds. Last touch by Holcomb. That comes with 1:14 to go here in the contest. Eagles inbound again here. Foss to throw it in. Finds Vaughn on the backside. Great play, and Vaughn hits the bucket. And then an immediate timeout by Colby. Full timeout. So we will take it with them. Back with more of the Eagles on radio and Colby basketball after this word from our sponsors on 100.3 The Ride.
If you're looking for further that is Colby to achieve 60 admissions to get the ball tomorrow. It's 785-398. 785-398. The website edu.
Service Wallace. Hello, this is Dale. This is State Bank. Thanks for listening to you. Here, ag commercial. 4-stop doing season. The range here at 7. Upgrade. Colby for call.
Welcome back. Here we go. 36-32. Colby down by 4 points. We got a minute and 11 seconds to go in the game, and Holcomb has the basketball. Longhorns across midcourt with it. They'll drive on the baseline. Shot by Wren is good. Oh, that is a dagger by Wren, hitting that one with the clock winding down in this game. Big shot by Courtney Wren. 6 points or 5 points for her in the game. Eagles with it on the other end. The shot underneath is no good. And a foul called on Ruda. Ruda with her 5th foul. That's going to do it for her. Check that. And they call Brittany Novak, and that's a 4th on Brittany Novak. So she'll stay in there now. Stevens will shoot a couple of free throws for Colby here. And this is what you don't want to do if you're Holcomb, is put Colby at the line where they can score without the clock movement. And Stevens, a good free throw shooter, hits the first. She's got 8. And it's back to a 5-point game. Stevens set, second free throw, good. So hits them both. Jill Stevens with 9 points tonight. Colby puts Mackenzie Dotson back into the lineup. Holcomb gets the inbound pass in. Longhorns get it over to Sapien. Sapien across midcourt, trap, throws it. Cross court to Wren, fouled by Stevens. 39 seconds to go. First foul on Stevens. 8th team foul on Colby. One-on-one opportunity here. And this will be Courtney Wren to shoot. Wren is 1 of 2 from the free throw line in the game. And hits the first one here. It's set for the second attempt. No good. Rebound pulled down by Colby. Clock running here. Foss quickly up the floor. Going to drive for the Eagles. Takes it to the hoop. Shot is up and no good. Rebound Schindler. Putback no good. Foss with a putback bucket and a foul. Brittany Foss with a bucket and the foul. And she'll go to the line for a 3-point play here. It is 39-36. And Foss with a chance to get this to a 2-point game. That was the 5th foul on Novak, so she is out. And this puts Foss at the line to make this a 2-point game. Good. So Foss hits the bucket. 39-37. It's a 2-point game. Colby going to pressure here. Cranwitter checks into the ball game, and the Eagles confused as to who they got here. They got to get this figured out quickly. Holcomb gets the inbound pass in to Wren. Wren guarded by Vaughn. Gets it to Sapien. Sapien going to drive for Holcomb. Shot. Pass goes over to the right side to Mater. Mater traveled. Or are they going to call it a foul? They're going to call a foul on Vaughn, a one-on-one here. Foul's going to be on Cranwitter. And Holcomb going to take a timeout here. Full timeout. We'll take it with them back in 60 seconds with more Colby basketball on 100.3 The Ryan.
Foundation for your cornerstone agate. You, the farmer. It's in white. A place considered cornerstone agate. Remember the spring. Ag consider your place to pick up your grain. Work for your patronage. This foundation. Your
Go mobile with Farm. The better home and living. 20th through 22nd. This is Des. He's stopped by our booth. Bring mobile with us. Why easier. Today, thanks. Learn about our new product. Mobile capture. Thanks. While you're there, I have. See you there. Thanks. Member F.
to mower the Eagles.
As we come out of the timeout, the first free throw is up and good by Mater. Makes it a 3-point game. This free throw, a huge one. It would make it a 2-possession game if she's able to hit. Second one is good. Big free throw for Mater of Holcomb. 14 seconds to go. Colby down by 4 now. Eagles will hustle it up the floor. Jill Stevens across midcourt. Foul called, and Holcomb really delayed with that call. And Stevens going to shoot for Colby. And Ebony Sapien with her second personal. So Stevens is going to shoot with 7.5 seconds to go. Jill, a solid free throw shooter, 2 of 3 on the night, but missed one earlier in the game, but made the last 2. First hits first one here. 10 points for Stevens on the night. Back to a 3-point game, and Stevens with a chance to make it a 2-point game here with a second free throw attempt. Good. Clutch free throws for Stevens, 41-39. Granite-Witter comes out, Dodson checks in. 7.5 seconds to go. Holcomb with the basketball. Longhorns get the inbound pass in. Dodson had been tripped up and fell down, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul on Colby, but there's only going to be 4 seconds left when it happens. And it's going to be Sapien to shoot. It's kind of unfortunate because Dodson would have got the quick foul, but she slipped and fell. And that gave Sapien some space and allowed her to take another couple of seconds off the clock. Sapien to shoot, made her last 2. And it's this one. 14 points for Sapien in the game, and this could be the dagger here. This would make it a 2-possession game if she hits this one. Second free throw. Does not go. Rebound by Holcomb. We got a foul on they called that on Colby. Oh, my. We had inside position on that one. The Colby fans are ticked. They called that on Stevens, and the Colby fans are absolutely upset with that one, as they should be. Wren's going to get the free throw up and good. And that'll put this game away. Goes to a 2-possession game with 3.1 seconds to go. Hits them both. 44-39. Colby gets it to Foss. Foss to Jill Stevens. Fires it up from half court. No good. 44-39. Holcomb gets the win tonight over Colby. Again, 44-39, the final score. We'll take a break. Come back and get things started with our postgame show after a word from our sponsors. You're listening to the Eagles on radio and Colby basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
Glasses of all sport. No longer.
Yeah, well, he usually goes to the locker room after he talks to Rich and then comes up.
Yeah, we can repair it.
He always goes there first and then goes down and then comes
More
back.
information, see Dr. Colby Atwood and Oxley. This is Rockador with Homeland Colby, the local market. And we are aggressive. We are geared up and Dr. Treaty with 30 years of experience, passionate about the expertise. Stop by our office. South Range here. Call us 785-8250. Homeland Realty and offer good old Western.
Losing a loved one. Difficult experience. But at Kirsten Brock, we are ready to eat during your time. We serve all of North and offer and professional service, including funerals and memorials. Kirsten Brock 785 That's 785-7979 online at KirstenBrock.com.
It's too hot. Too cold. Familiar?
Before a thermostat will be Bill Story. FedEx dealer about a day Selection Holcomb. Visit your local Dave McKee Incorporated, located on South here in Colby. Your participating Lennox dealers in an operated business. Lennox. Better place. Hi, this is Rodney owners of the North.
Make this the last 30.
Monday through Saturday. Offer the same quality product as the past 40 years. Selection of cabinets. Located on West.
Finished hard.
Trying to ensure that every customer perfect fit. So
Tonight is senior night. Seniors of the winter sports.
6441. Book at NWKS.
Eagles on radio. Free the ride.
Welcome back, joined by the head coach of the Colby Eagles, Tom Stevens. Coach, tough game tonight for your kids. I thought played well at times defensively tonight and couldn't get some offense going, and then got the offense going late, but Holcomb able to hang on and get you by 5 tonight.
Yeah, we let them have too many open shots, and we didn't handle their defense really well the first half, I didn't think.
Yeah, and made some adjustments at halftime, and I think played much better in the second half.
Well, third quarter we were still didn't handle their defense really well, I didn't think. We just let them dictate what happened in the game instead of us executing on the offensive end.
Getting down to that time of the season again, really just a few more games left, and then we get into some state. So it's that time where you're trying to look for those adjustments and the right lineups, and kids are coming in off the bench. That's been one good thing, though. You got a lot of depth with this group of girls.
Yeah, we're getting a good play off the bench. We just didn't play well enough tonight to win.
Well, we look forward to Tuesday. We're going to be another tough one against a pretty good Hoxie team on the road.
Hoxie's real good, and we get to play over there, so I'm sure they'll be ready, and we'll play a little better than we did tonight.
Coach, appreciate it. Coach Tom Stevens of the Colby Eagles joining us on the postgame show. We'll take a break, come back, and look at stats coming up after word from our sponsors. You're listening to the Eagles on radio and Colby basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
Did you know that your body contains working parts and the nervous communication speedway? There's no warning when a problem is. The doctor can help determine if there's current in this great nerve network. Chiropractic care can eliminate. Call Northwest Kansas 460. That's 4602, or visit us online ukchiro.com. Griggs inviting you to start feeling better today.
Let me ask you something. You're still using that old from when you graduated. Is the bed that you've had since starting to concave to roll into one another? Yes, or even headed. It's time to go to furnishings in Colby. It's the best at home Kansas, but they have the always beds, a late like studio, only one in the region, as well as a great from Shaw and both. It's your home today. Furnishings in Colby, office supplies as well.
Pizza Hut in Colby. Each place to its whether it's plastic.
Make this a total of 4 minutes on this break.
Finish like the curry, cockadoodle bacon, a dozen flavors of Pizza Hut in Colby. Flavor tonight. You got it. You dine in any 462-8 for delivery. Colby, Kansas.
What's up, legend?
Flavor of
Not much. How are you?
The Colby Free Press of Thomas County News commentary on the news and events
Anyway.
of Thomas County.
Hell all the time.
Press is informative
Just busy as hell all the time.
Free Press is a local daily news. Earned a great reputation. The
That too,
excellence
yeah.
of the local
Same too.
community.
Been a little over a year now.
Communities.
Love death, but
You have a name.
It is.
couple to that
really
big city metro. Or ask them.
Give me another minute.
Well, yeah.
Plymouth, Northwest state area.
Northwest. I thought Wisconsin or something. But I'm only.
Now visit the.
Good morning, Sally.
You want to be a total?
5 total.
Okay, we'll do. Your school mascot and answer questions. Colby gets dying. Activity. And through ball field. Across the field. Now more efficient. Even a few hundred, fuel expenses. Hey, we changes yield. We challenge you to break create a more reality the most of your season and high efficiency pizza age dinner.
Help your body to heal. Professionals at Team Therapy in Colby. They're highly skilled there. Best care possible. Back to 100%. Or just helping you performance in your active life. Have an appointment by calling 785-800 at 462-8. Tina First Sports Medicine Center. North Franklin and Colby. Life without physical pain.
High Plains Co-op, the more things change, stay the same. Off of locations. See Dresden, Penn, Alfred, Selden, and Plant. They're here to give the service you deserve. It's available for your feed needs. Website at highplains.com for the date. Marketing with you, Co-op.
ServiceNet during wants you to know that you're careful. Might fall in bacteria, walk across your carpet, up in the air, or breathing all that in. Complicate that. But for more than 50 years, Master Clean has been serving commercial customers and pros of service. Whatever it takes to make sure that you live in a happy, healthy home. Call Service Master at 462-34. Started today.
Welcome to McDonald's.
Yeah, I'll take us back to you in 30. So, a small Coke?
Uh-huh.
That is just $1?
Yeah. I think okay.
Just blew our different minds. Sorry, you gotta... It's nice getting any size. Come into McDonald's and get an any-size Coke for just a card only. Price per
And more of the Eagles, 100.3.
The one-stop shopping in Colby. Get about Colby's Wall. Colby has a great items in the store. They've got it. And of course, all the latest movies for Blu-ray, as well as your 4 Wii game. It also has clothes. Of course, the pharmacy there. Walmart of Colby, part of the community. High school student at one-stop shopping. It's Walmart.
I'm ready.
This time of the year, on your fight.
Okay, we're back to you.
What's that?
They live in this area.
We're back to you after.
Have been in business. They want to make
I'm having a hard time hearing, so you may have to yell it at me.
Oakley, Coffee, and McDonald's. Bank member at
More of the Eagles on 100.3 The Rock.
Welcome back, Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show brought to you by Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC. Stop by and see the crew of Farmers and Merchants Bank. They've been serving the community for 130 years. 130 years. Doesn't get any better than that. And, of course, they do that with their great service. They've got 2 locations to choose from. They've got the main bank downtown and, of course, the branch location at Dillon's, which is open extended days and hours to better serve you with your banking needs. When you need, see them today. Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC. They bring you our post-game show tonight here on 100.3 The Ride. We talked to Coach Tom Stevens of the Eagles and got his thoughts a little bit ago. Now let's take a look at the scoring and statistics from the ball game tonight. Colby was outscored 9-10 in the first quarter of the game tonight, 6-7 in the second quarter, 8-11 in the third, and both teams put up 16 points in the fourth quarter of the game tonight as they were able to get some rhythm going on the offensive end. Looking at scoring for the 2 teams, the Holcomb Longhorns were led by Ebony Sapien. Big night for her tonight. Into the game with 14 points for the Longhorns. 8 points tonight for Courtney Wren, 8 points as well for Chesney McVeigh, 6 points for Darian Mader, 3 points for Lauren Jones. And 3 points as well for Manny Ruda. For the Eagles tonight, they were led by Hallie Vaughn. 13 points for Hallie in the game. 11 points on tonight for Jill Stevens. 6 points for Cora Schindler in the game tonight. 6 points as well for Brittany Foss. And 4 points for Mackenzie Dodson. Those coming in the first half. Again, the final score of the ball game, 44-39. The Eagles have lost the two games by a combined 9 points against the Longhorns on the season. Colby next in action coming up on Tuesday on the road in Hoxie to take on the Indians. We'll have coverage of the game pregame show starting about 15 minutes prior to tip-off. And, of course, get you set for the men's game immediately to follow. We'll take a break, come back, and get things started with our pregame shows and get set for the men's contest. After a word from our sponsors, you're listening to the Eagles on Radio and Colby Basketball on 100.3 The Ryan.
It's Ram Truck Month.
3 minutes here.
To you. If you're in the market, you can save up to off that Colby Dot. Are you a farmer? Employed? Additional 1,000 vehicles with our visit us in person at exit I-70 Colby. Colby.com.
Your tax advisor, IRA, as an insuring tool. We specialize in and convenient to open a traditional IRA.